I'm Jay Cleveland Payne, and this is 2-Minute Business Wisdom. I hope this week's message is one that you can personally use. If you offer a service that is highly specialized, the pool of talent is pretty well established, easy to spot, and hard to break into. If you want to be an NFL quarterback, there's only so many spots available to play quarterback in NFL, with everyone holding one of those spots at the moment doing everything they can to keep themselves in their spots and keep you out of their spots. But if you're doing something that's not quite as highly specialized, there's a very mass glut of people doing it. It's not necessarily a bad thing to have oversaturation of a market for people in the industry, because there's plenty of work to go around. That means there's plenty of stuff to be done. The big issue is how much of it can you afford to actually take on or not take on. If you're in an industry that's oversaturated and seems like there's not enough work to have, then you have a problem fighting people for the scraps that are left over. But say you are starting off a side hustle and you want to be a flyer guy. You want to produce some flyers and graphics for people that you know in the neighborhood. You could take on a couple clients that would have tried with a larger agency that they probably couldn't afford and help them out in the process just for more or less spare change and not to necessarily pay the mortgage. Then you're fine, and the other agencies probably won't notice until you start gaining attention and getting bigger clients, and then you become competition. And then you have to face it as actual competition, not just the flyer guy doing one-offs here or there. That was this week's 2-Minute Business Wisdom. These are way too many calls to action. Visit businessquestionsansweredhere.com to find more information about the 2-Minute Business Wisdom podcast or the Business Questions Answered Here podcast. Make contact with us through the website or by email at businessquestionsansweredhere@gmail.com. Follow us on social media at _BQAH on Twitter and Business Questions Answered Here on Facebook. Subscribe to our business education podcast wherever your favorite pods are cast, and be here next week for our next episode.